First off, I want to give all praises and glory to the Most High Yahawah in the name of His only begotten Son YAHAWASHI, in the name of the Holy Spirit. In Hebrew, it's called Allah, Yahawah Bahashem, Yahawashai Bahashem, Rahach, Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth. Salutations to all the brothers out there that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity, in peace, blessings and healings onto the elect in multitude, because that's why we do these videos. And today, man, I want to talk about this because it's prophecy of the last days. It says rising tensions between two of NATO's biggest militaries are driving fears of the first war between alliance members. You know what I'm saying? YAHAWASHI said these devils will be divided in the last days, Satan on Satan. So I'll get those in a minute. It says Greece and Turkey have two of NATO's largest militaries and are an important corner of Europe. They also have long-standing disputes that continue to erode their relationship and affect the alliance. Their tensions have escalated in recent years, stoking new fears about the first war within NATO. It's crazy what's going on, man. Greece and Turkey are two of NATO's oldest members, joining together in 1952. So right after them people got the land of Israel by the Balfour Declaration, because America, NATO, and EU is Rome all over again. It says, but their relationship and tensions between them predate the alliance, and membership has done little to ease their disputes. So YAHAWASHI said he came to divide them in the last days. You know what I'm saying? And some of America's allies are going to turn on them in the last days. World War III is going to get out of hand. It says in recent years, ties between Athens and Ankara have deteriorated to the point that some believe war could break out between them. The countries occupy strategically important territory in southeastern Europe, and they field two of NATO's biggest militaries, making the stakes of a potential clash much higher. Now, in the scriptures, it says that Turkey is going to side with Gog and Magog. They're going to go side with Russia in World War III. So that's being manifested. You know what I'm saying right now. But YAHAWASHI prophesied it's all the way in Daniel's that this place will be divided. The new Rome will be divided. You know what I'm saying? And you can look up the Rome Treaty that they signed with America, signed with NATO. That's why this is Rome all over again. But I want to play a part of a video that a brother recommended. You know what I'm saying? It's on BitChute. You can go look up the title. Because we're gonna let these devils' tongues fall upon themselves. We're gonna let their own lips testify against them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Who is Amalek? Amalek comes from Esav. Esav was a brother to Jacob.
Esav, who in modern day terms is really basically, certainly one of them is America. Esav became...
He's saying it's American, but these Israelis too, man. Okay?
Edom, which is a nation. Edom became Rome. Instead of...
Edom became Rome, you know what I'm saying? And then Edom fell. Everybody knows the history of Rome. It fell, but then it got revived in the Renaissance. You know what I'm saying? These people got back into power again. You know what I'm saying? And now they rule, Western civilization, and Israel is included in that.
Being Rome, it became Christianity. Christianity, of course, ultimately became Western civilization. So Esav today is really Western civilization.
But the new Rome, the United States, the new Rome.
Esav is Europe, the United States.
The throne of God is incomplete until we destroy Amalek.
Any nation that has that religion can be considered Esav.
The audacity, the chutzpah, to destroy Amalek and to cut off the offsprings of the nation of Amalek.
I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the Prime Minister.
So that's what I wanted to get, man. So, Western civilization is what these Edomites rule. You know what I'm saying? And their end is in the scriptures, okay? It's all in the scriptures, okay? That's why they're scared to come. That's why they're scared to say who they really are at the end of the day. But, so let's get it. This is Daniel's 2. Now, I got a picture right here, too, that represents this. It was a dream that Nebuchadnezzar had, then Daniel broke it down to him. You know what I'm saying? But he got showed all the empires that would rule. Babylon, all the way to the Medo-Persians, to the Grecians were Alexander. You know what I'm saying? Alexander the Great. These Edomites, these white people ruled. And then they ruled Rome. And then divided kingdoms. Okay? America, NATO, and the EU. Because They're going to be divided in the end. So let's read this. Daniel 2:40, and the fourth kingdom was as strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these shall it break in pieces and bruise. So it's talking about, the Romans, they had a super strong military. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. This is where it gets into what? This divided kingdom that we're in right now. That's why stuff like this that's happening right in front of our faces, it was prophesied to happen. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. It says, but there shall be in the strength of iron, for as much that thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. Because America, NATO, and the EU and Israel is a force to be reckoned with. But, they're going to be divided in the last days. That's how YAHAWASHI set up for them. This is Luke 12:51. It says, suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth, I tell you, nay, but rather division. YAHAWASHI is coming back to go to war with Esau Edom, man. He came to divide and conquer before he got here, man. You know what I'm saying? So everything is being manifested right before our eyes, man. The NWO is being set up now. People's jockeying for power. You know what I'm saying? And then World War III is going to happen, and then the end of this world, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And where thou sawest iron mixed with clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave to one another, even as iron is not mixed with iron clay. And then it talks about the kingdom of heaven right after these people fall. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always get this scripture. Um, because it tells you, YAHAWASHI told you who was going to rule this world before, his son came, and that was Esau Edom. Okay. Second Ezra 6:9, for Esau is the end of the world. Okay. This is what we're talking about right now. So all these people being divided and their militaries coming up against each other and all this, it was prophesied to happen. It says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that falleth. So, his fall, and then the kingdom of heaven is going to be set up. You know what I'm saying? But, let's get some more scriptures. This is Mark 3:26. I'll start from 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but he have an end. And why does it put Satan? Because these people work with Satan. You know what I'm saying? You can get that in 2 Thessalonians 2. Might as well get it right. Might as well. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. This is what's happening right now. The man of sin is being revealed. A falling away first is the Israelites falling away. Okay, they're in America, they're spread all over the world, they're scattered. Okay, and Esau Edom rules, the son of perdition rules, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was with you I told you these things, and that you know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. Everything is being revealed in this time. It was always going to be a spiritual time and place, spiritually, and the time is now. That's why you see Kanye, Kyrie, and now you see the issues coming after them, the small hats coming after them, wanting them to apologize, basically like a public lynching. You know what I'm saying? 2022, because they don't want to be revealed. They don't want to talk about who is who, what is what, because they don't like it. But he will be revealed in his time. The time is now. Okay, and that's why all this stuff is happening. Okay, your rulership is over, my G. It says, for the mystery of iniquity both already work, only he who will let it will let until he be taken out of the way. Okay, so he is going to be taken out of the way, but there's a process. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, by people telling the truth, his prophets, and everybody else exposing them, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. So they work with Satan. Now Satan versus Satan, and the house divided cannot stand. We're seeing it all play out right before our eyes, man. With all deceivableness of unrighteousness, and in the perish because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. For this cause, God shall send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie. This whole world is under this, they've been deceived, man, by the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's not Satan, by the way. The devil is who works with Satan. These people, man. Okay? Revelations 20. It says, "And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years." This is talking about when Rome fell. These devils, you know what I'm saying, they got pushed to the caves. They got run out the earth for being super wicked. But then they got back the power and the Renaissance. It took 1,000 years for them to, get everything together. And then look what happened. They put the Israelites in slavery. They went to America, killed all the Israelites, mostly. You know what I'm saying? Then they set up the last kingdom, you know what I'm saying, that was going to be destroyed before the kingdom of heaven. It says, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosened a little season. So, you know what I'm saying? He got loosened a little season. That's why America's only been in power, 200 plus years, and now it's about to get destroyed. This American, NATO, and EU was only set up for a little season. That's it. Now you go down to 7, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosened out of his prison, okay, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth. Ain't it what they said in 2 Thessalonians, that everybody shall believe a lie, because they went out to deceive, because they work with Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. Power of their military, like it says in Daniel's. You know what I'm saying? Partly strong and partly broken. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's beautiful what's happening. Okay. Gog and Magog, Russia, to go together, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. So, you know what I'm saying? Then it talks about the kingdom of heaven again, but these people must fall first. You know what I'm saying? So, you saw Edom as a part of the prophecy, man. He has to be destroyed for the kingdom of heaven to be set up, man. That's how the Lord set it up. All the way back to Isaac, man. Isaac gave Jacob and Esau their blessings. You know what I'm saying? And these are the things that must come to pass for the kingdom of heaven to be set up. Hebrews 11 and 20. By faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. Isaac gave Jacob the kingdom of heaven, and he gave Esau the world, and said that he will rule it with the sword. And Esau is ruling the world today in wickedness. You know what I'm saying? So, the Son of Man, the Son of God, you know what I'm saying? YAHAWASHI is coming to take him out of power. And that's where you get 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. But all this has to happen. They'll be divided against each other. Satan versus Satan, Satan versus Satan, man. You know what I'm saying? All the way down to, Revelation 17 and 16, where it talks about, you know what I'm saying, NATO and the EU nuking America in the end. They're all going to turn their back on America. They're going to turn their back on each other. You know what I'm saying? And the 10 horns which thou saw that sat us upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Who is the 10 horns? I got that picture as well. The 10 horns, man. The EU shall hate the whore. Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Ireland, England, West Germany. And then you got NATO. So this beast, man, and the whore that sits on top of her, you know what I'm saying, is America. Let me get this too. Let me get Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. I wasn't even going to get all this. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Okay, because what's he doing in the Middle East? Okay, what's he doing over there in Haiti? You know what I'm saying? Going to war with Haiti, man. Come on. We'll see all over the world. He got his bases all over the world. His embassies all over the world. He never keeps at home. You got to keep an eye on you. Who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is as death. Wherever he goes, he brings death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto himself all people. Greece, Rome, America. Same people. They love having all religions, all creeds, and wherever they at. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? Okay, everybody's going to turn their back on him, and they're going to turn their back on each other. And a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, because these people are in thick debt. So they've been raping, robbing, and murdering the earth, and even they allies. You know what I'm saying? Even they allies are snitching on them about what happened over there with that Russian tanker or whatever it was, gas pipeline. They snitching on them. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they really not with you, man. Because at the end of the day, everybody know you're gonna get destroyed. It's in the scriptures. They know who the Israelites are, the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now they up in an uproar. You know what I'm saying about Kyrie playing basketball and trying to make him denounce it. And nah, man, it's already over, bro. Um, this is talking about Esau and Obadiah. But if you come down here, it says, "All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound unto thee. There is none understanding in him." So here, all these people, all these nations, these Edomite nations, they're all going to turn on each other and fight against each other. Okay, so double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth and call Holy YAHAWASHI.